All right, guys. So this morning, Marvel, well, really it was Sony in association with Marvel, dropped the new poster for Spider-Man No Way Home coming December 17th to theaters. I will be there on the 16th watching it, enjoying and hoping for the best, and I'm sure most of you will as well. And I want to discuss this. I really want to discuss. There's some interesting key points here that I'm seeing in this poster that need to be discussed. In fact, when they talked about it on Twitter, they even said, yes, zoom in and look at everything. So, looking at the poster from here, you might not be able to see all the details. But we're going to go into some of the stuff we see. First of all, obviously in the middle, we have Tom Holland Spider-Man with an action shot, and we have the tendrils or whatever they're called, the Doc Ock's machinations. Dr. Octopus, which we know is in the movie because he was in the trailer, and it's been rumored for well over a year at this point. But there's more. If we zoom in a little bit, we can see there, right there, if you look right here where my mouse is, under that, the right, there is the Green Goblin. That is the Green Goblin. So, obviously, again, we knew that Alfred Molina and Willem Dafoe were going to be in this movie. That should be no surprise. This lightning here, to me, represents Jamie Foxx's Electro, who will also be in this film. So we know it'll have those three villains, plus who knows who else. Because there's a rumor now about Mysterio being in this film. And I'll probably do a video about that tomorrow here on the channel and discuss what's been going on with that rumor. But that is representative of the three main villains of the film. If we look down here, it looks like this battle's taking place on some form of a debris that really does resemble like the battleground from Avengers Endgame. I don't think they're going to go back to that. That's not what I think they're hinting at here. But it looks like the movie's going to have an Endgame level feel to it. I mean, I forget who it was recently that was quoted as saying that Spider-Man No Way Home is the Avengers Endgame of Spider-Man. I remember hearing that recently. And that could very well be the case. It's going to be the biggest Spider-Man movie of all time up until this point, featuring three different Peter Parkers. At least that's been the rumor. Notice, though, that on this poster, there's no other Spider-Man. So again, much like with a lot of the stuff that's coming out, there's no... They're still hiding the fact that we have three Peter Parkers, that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are in this movie. And we have heard that Kevin Feige is keeping that close to the chest, even though everyone on the internet already knows it's been out for over a year. There's no sense of keeping it a secret. The actors are denying it. And I made a video about this yesterday here on the channel, but it just seems more than obvious that there's no way that he can take on these villains by himself. Will Tom Hardy be in this film? Will Doctor Strange help out? It seems that they're building to it, like they're easily building to this, to Tom Hardy at least having a cameo, right, as Venom, Eddie Brock. But I know some folks are probably going to be let down that this poster did not have the other Spider-Man on it, but you have to remember they're keeping that to themselves. Having the other villains on it, I feel like, is enough marquee, or not for me, but they think it's enough marquee. But I'm going to stand by what I said yesterday, in that if they were smart, they would reveal the other Spider-Man, because, dude, like, that's going to sell more tickets. Letting us know that there's three Spider-Men in the movie is going to sell tickets. I was hoping for more Daredevil too here, but none of that either. Lots of secrets about this movie being kept, so I'm sure there'll be more coming out, especially very, very soon, because we're a little over a month away from the release. Should be a real interesting time. Anyways, what do you think about the new poster? I love it. I think it looks great. I'm sure there'll be an alternate poster with the other Spider-Man that'll come out after the movie. That might be the cooler one, but we'll see. That remains to be seen. If there's anything in the poster you think maybe I missed, any details think I should go over, let me know. I don't see anything here off the top that looks like it would be something that needs to be discussed. I think the big one's the Green Goblin back there. That's the one that I think is probably the one that's our first look at the Green Goblin in the MCU. So that's going to be cool. With that being said, that's going to be it for the video. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow about the possibility of Mysterio being in this movie. See you then.